Today's video is on Google spying on you. Period, full stop. Yes, I know it's about something else. It'll be in the description and in the title. But why would you assume they're not spying on you? Local app data, Google Chrome user data, OPT, opt, or option maybe, guide, on-device model, Weights.bin, Gemini Nano BT service or BIT service, taking up 4 gigabytes of space or less. Here we go. References. Blue Sky, looking up Malkine.com's posting on it. We also have AskVG, September 19th of 2025. February 26th of this year, When Arrows page. And AskVG again, April 27th of this year. As well as links to random other ones I'll include below. And an imager gallery for a guide. Local app data in percentage. If you type in percent local app data, all caps, percent with no spaces, it will bring you to your user account on your Windows computer to look for Google, then under that Chrome, then user data, then OptGuideOnDeviceModel, and then when you do that, that will go to your C/users/whatever username, current user in this case, app data, and then local. Okay, that's how you get to the app data local thing. It's a short way to do it. In that, you'll find a numbered folder that'll say 2025 dot and then a bunch of characters. Yes, make it complicated instead of universal. And then under that, you'll find weights.bin, adapter cache.bin, encoder cache.bin, manifest.json, and then on-device model execution config pb, and a folder named underscore metadata. This is all confessed to on their deathbed by Google Chrome's address bar if you type in chrome://on-device-internals, and it will bring up the information like this. Foundational model state ready or not. Model name something nano. Version 3 is listed on one example. Backend type, GPU, highest quality. Version number will be that 2025 or whatever code number. So it'll give you the address or the physical location. But again, just go look for it. Folder size, 4 gigabytes. File path, C drive users, current user, blah, blah, blah. Or it could just do the percent, local app data and make it easy. And then it'll tell you what the code is. It'll match. Press SHIFT+Delete keys together after you select the Weights.bin file and or the entire folder called OptGuideOnDeviceModel or other. But let's look at how to do this correctly. We can use the Uninstall button to kill these files and Gemini Nano large language model as well. And also we then deactivate Gemini Nano large language model inside of Chrome to opt out. These are in there, they just don't tell you about them. Open Google Chrome and use its address bar to type the following. Chrome://flags/. Look for Browser Advanced Configuration page and, search for it and hit enter. In the search flags box, type guide and get to enables optimization guide on device or some wording like that. You should see # optimization guide on device model and the 4 gigabyte Weights.bin file listed. Click the drop down and select disable before you do any of the deletions. Now, why am I doing it in the wrong order? Because this is how the information is presented on the internet. That's why I'm doing this video. Continuing. You then search flags box again, type API or prompt API for Gemini Nano to get to # prompt -API -4 Gemini -nano. Then you get to that, it'll give you Gemini Nano in Chrome, and you can click the drop down and disable it. And then you restart Google Chrome with the Relaunch Now button to restart. This is supposed to completely disable it and tell it you don't want to use it anymore. But then we can go back and erase it. Continuing on. Then we need to go ahead, if you're on a Windows machine, you're going to have to learn to do this because you're going to have to get used to doing this because everything on the internet's about spying on you and getting away with it. Here we go. you have to run regedit. Yeah. You're going to have to go to navigate, look up how to do this. HKey local machine, software policies, Google Chrome. As you navigate, you're going to have to create new keys if necessary, and you're going to do the stack to create that pathway. So you go to HKey local machine, look under software policies, look for Google, and Chrome should be there. If it isn't, you're going to have to make the directory. Then under that, you have to create a new D word, 32-bit value. The value name is a long string of characters, but it's Gen AI Local Foundational Model Settings, a specific spelling. And you set that to 1. Next, HKey local machine, software, policies, Google Chrome. Again, in the right side pane, right click and select new D word 32-bit value. And that new one is Gen All Local Foundation Model Settings, and you set that value to 1. This will tell it, either by lying to it that you've already installed things and it's perfectly running, or 2, disabling it. Or maybe this turns it on and makes it worse. Again, these are the instructions as they're presented. They start with deleting the files, then turning off the ability for it to load them, then rebooting Google Chrome, and then changing the registry setting. The correct order is you do all the edits within Google Chrome and shut it down. Don't do anything else. Then you restart it and then close it again. Then you go into regedit and kill these settings and put in these settings the way they're supposed to be. This is the current guide. And then after that, then you go through and look for it on the directory structure in your computer by using the magic code word of %localappdata%, and then go hunt down the file or files. All of these files will be regenerated if you erase them with a 0 value or a value that says null or disabled or whatever built into it. That's how most software like this works. It uses those files as a placeholder. But once it starts storing 4 gigabytes, that's a AI utility being installed, and also file status and file data. And remember, all it has to do is just reinitiate it without asking and create another directory structure with a different ID code because it did it in the first place. You probably have this on your computer. A while ago, I was using a Google product, Google Earth, and it decided to update itself. And now I have to go through and dig this out because I'm pretty sure it tried to install something that can't even run on my computer. One of the advantages of using an outdated operating system should be that they can't do this, but it tried anyway. Yeah, Google Earth was infected. If they don't tell you they're doing it and they act like you shouldn't worry about it, you should definitely worry about it because they should have told you about it. And if they don't offer to let you get away with getting out from under their hobnailed boot, they want to keep you there. And yes, this will be abused, and you don't want it on your system. Why? Because they tried to sneak it on. No, it's not to be interpreted any other way. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Now, this is the guide currently. Again, it's in the wrong order. I'm leaving it that way. And this is the kind of thing someone's going to come out with a little dinky executable that runs and just kills off all the problems by force the settings within every Google product to disable these downloads. The company that should be doing so is Google. It shouldn't be up to us to fix their deliberate screw-ups. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. You're all going to need it.